What is up, guys? It is the Aquarium Cowboy. Today, I'm going to be doing a review on this Current USA Satellite Freshwater LED. Now, guys, I don't really know if it has any other name, but literally that's all it says. It just says Satellite Freshwater LED. I don't really think they tried a lot with the name, because I don't really see any fancy name to it. But pretty much, guys, I'm going to be doing a review on it. I've had it now for almost a month. It's been working pretty good, but I'm going to show you guys all the specs of it and personally my opinion of it. So, if you look at this, now you can see I have the 48-inch version of it, and it extends to 60 inches, but the minimum is 48, and it has 132 white light LEDs and 48 blue. That's actually really good when you think about it. That's a lot of lights on your tank. Now, to put this in perspective, I bought this tank for $40 off of Amazon. It said it was normally $140. I do not know if that's true or not, but it said it was $100 off. It was normally $140, and for some reason they marked it down $100. I'm not really sure, but pretty much see all the different specs. That's pretty much about it. But let me show you guys just what it does. Obviously, your crappiest light will grow duckweed, so that's nothing fancy. Right in there, I'm trying to save a couple plants, but so sorry for. Don't mind all the dead stuff in there. I got that out of another tank of mine, and it was all dead. I need to replant that stuff, but I didn't want it to die. So, anywho, right there is some Taiwan moss. That stuff was practically dead when I first put it in here, and it has grown back, but obviously it's not that impressive. Now, I want to get more into plants in the future, but honestly, I don't really have a good tank to show you how good the plants are, how good it grows plants. I will, hopefully, in the future, because I'm hoping for that 75-gallon to be pretty planted. I don't want any fake plants in it. As you can see, it definitely grows algae, which, pretty much any decently bright tank will do that. But honestly, I like the design of it, or, just the feel of it. It feels sturdy. And see, it is, sorry about that, it's very bright. It's not insanely bright. That is one thing that a lot of the comments were saying, like, it's a bright light, but when you think about it, it's not, I can't put it on quite right, but it's not an insanely crazy bright light. But again, if you really want a crazy bright light, you can always get their, like, $200 ones. Now, obviously, you can dim the lights. It can go, there's like 5 different, brightnesses of the blue and of the white, so pretty much, and see, if I turn the blue down one, here, I'm just gonna keep turning the blue down, that's without any blue on it. That's just full white. And then, if you start turning the white down, you can see it dims the tank, and then that's all off. When you do that, you can see this is your blue mode, your nighttime mode, and honestly, it has a pretty bright blue to it, so if you had glowfish, it would be pretty good. Sorry, it's still kind of bright and light outside, so it won't show the color of the light as great, but it gives you a pretty good estimate on how bright the lights are. Now, it has, I forgot how many modes it has. 7 modes. It has, mode 1 is both white and blue. Mode 2, moonlight, cloud cover, storm. So, if you look, mode, that's, I think, moonlight. That's moonlight. Alright, and then mode 2, this is cloud cover. If you stay here long enough, you'll see, I think the lights kind of change over time. They'll get a bit brighter and a bit lighter and whatnot. Right here is another form of cloud, so I can see it kind of lights up a lot faster. Another one, this is the daytime cloud mode, I think. Here, as you can see, kind of changes here. Yeah, you can see it slowly change. Personally, I don't really care for the modes. I don't use them at all. But if you look at the LED right here, you can see that it is changing over time. It turns off and on. I don't really care that much for them though. And then I think these are storm modes, or I don't really know. There's lightning. As you can see, there's lightning, and then there's more lightning in this mode. But anywho, I mean, for me, the modes aren't what really matters, or that it turns off and whatnot, and the thunder. Those are all cool, but really, in actuality, you really don't use those much. It's pretty much just how bright your white and blues are, and that's pretty much it. I can see it is a quite bright light, and honestly, for pretty much most setups, it should do fine as long as you're not trying to raise crazy plants. But here's my biggest problem with this light. It's really annoying. Other commenters said this, and it's true. Look at that. It's not a real remote. Sorry. And I mean, just look how crappy that looks. I mean, it's just a thin little cord to a tiny little handheld, little micro remote, but it's not a true remote. And some of the people in the comment or the reviews for this said this, and I know it could be a problem if you weren't, if you were kind of rough with this, but it is that this can easily come undone, and if you do that, you could, if that falls off, you could risk that this light doesn't even work. So that's my biggest problem with this. Now, I wasn't paid or anything to do this. Obviously, my channel's not big enough to have any promotions or anything. I just want to do a video showing you guys what I think of this light. I think it's an okay light. I think for $40, it's a great light. Especially that it's a 48-inch light. That's very cheap for a 4-foot light. One thing though is if it is normally $140, that is completely, at least in my opinion, a waste. I would have never bought this light had it been $140 when I bought it. But for $40, it is a really great light. I don't know currently what the price is. I will link it down below. But honestly, all in all, I think this is a good light. I would recommend it. So far, it seems to be doing good. And also, I'm going to be putting it on this 75 gallon right here. Sorry that it's bright. The sun's shining through the window over there. Anywho though, guys, thank you for watching this video. Please comment, like, subscribe. It helps. Please comment down below any suggestions for videos and all in the future. And I will see you guys later. Keep calm and be fishy. Tack out.